I'm gonna talk to y'all real quick about why weekends destroy my fat loss. So, you're doing well in the week, right? You're hitting your macros, hitting your calories, whatever. You got your 2,500 calories per day. Right now, I'm on about 1,900 a day. And you're in a deficit, right? So if I assume I burn 2,400 calories on the low end, I burn about 2,400 calories. That's out of 1,900, that's a 500 calorie deficit every single day. 500 calorie deficit. Now we do that 5 days in a row. 5 times 5, we're at 2,500 calorie deficit. 3,500 calories in a pound. So as y'all know, about half a pound a week, a little more than half a pound a week. This is what the weekends do. You got pizza night. How much calories on a slice of pizza? Well, depends what type of pizza you're getting. You could easily eat 2,000 calories in one sitting eating pizza. Really easy. Especially if you don't stop when you're full. Because you know when you're eating that pizza, you don't stop when you're full. You keep going because it tastes freaking good. So I can't even blame you. Right? So you're eating pizza, 2,000 calories right there. Okay, boom. Well, my maintenance is 2,400, right? So now I'm at 2,000. That's one meal. That's not the only meal I'm eating for the day. Breakfast. I could be modest and say I have a 700-800 calorie breakfast, but you know, a lot of those Fridays, those Saturday mornings, you go out and you have like IHOP or some pancakes. You know, go out with your girl for a morning, whatever it is. Another 1,500 calories. Now we're at 3,000 calories for the day. That's assuming I eat 2 meals, pizza, and IHOP. 2 meals, one day, 3,000 calories. 3,500 really. If I'm eating 3,500 calories, my maintenance is 24, I'm over about, 1,000 calories over for the day so far. 2 meals, 1,000 calories over. Remember, my deficit was only 2,500 for the week. I'm 1,000 calories over. Now, I'm only 1,500 in my deficit. That's just Friday. You do that 3 times, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or let's say you're good on Friday. You just do it twice, Saturday, Sunday, boom. What are we at? Right? Because we were in a 2,500 calorie deficit for the week, 1,000 plus over on Saturday, 1,000 over on Sunday. Now we're in a 500 calorie deficit for the week. And that's conservative. That's assuming you only cheat, quote unquote, cheat twice, right? A lot of times Friday night is another pizza night. And just like that, boom, we're at maintenance or we're into a surplus. So you could be dieting, perpetually dieting for years. And the best you'll get is maintenance, where you feel like you're going your hardest. You do that for long enough, you'll be like, forget this diet and stuff, man. I'm just gonna eat. I'm gonna enjoy my life. I've been dieting in a perpetual dieting phase for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Every time somebody see me, it's, oh man, you still on the diet? Oh, I'm still trying to lose these last couple pounds. Yeah, I'm gaining and losing the same 20 pounds that I gained and lost my whole life. Now what? Well, shit, screw it. I'm gonna just eat because I'm hungry. And this diet clearly isn't working. Y'all ever met somebody? Y'all know those people, right? And it's probably is you, because I damn well it was me. The person you meet where it's they're always on a diet. They're always in a deficit. They're always not always in a deficit, because if it was only a deficit, they'll lose weight. But they're always on a diet. They're always watching their carbs. They're always watching their calories. They're always watching, oh, I can't eat that because I'm on a diet. That type of thing, right? But it's never consistent enough. Let's say even if you go the full 7 days and you're in a deficit for 7 days straight, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, the most, if you're in like a modest deficit, which is like 500-600 calorie deficit, the most weight you'll lose in a month, maybe 4 pounds in a month, that's not moving the needle that much. You really should be losing 1 pound to 1.5 pounds a week at most. You might get to 6 pounds lost in a month. That's good, but if you only did that for 4 weeks, and then you start, adding in more food, you feel like you feel like you lost a little weight, so now you maybe go out to have some sushi nights, the weekends start slipping up a little bit, boom, you're right back to square one. Most people are not dieting hard enough. They're not locked in enough. And that's me. I'm most people. That's how I have been the last 10 years of my life. Maybe more. 15 years. That's how I've been. So I'm not speaking from a perspective of I never did it, because that's how my life has been. All right, so I'm gonna be documenting my progress, because right now I realized it, and a lot of you probably know it, you're just in denial. But the weekends matter. They matter more than the weekdays. No more pizza night. And so this is kind of wanted to get into, like, how we can make it work, because no one's a robot. Yes, hit your meal plan. Yes, hit your meal plan every single day. But how can we incorporate a weekend and not lose progress? And it's really as simple as this. You're in your deficit, 500 calorie deficit. I'm not gonna say starve yourself, go to 1,000 calorie deficit every day. That's too hard for most people, and it's not sustainable long term. That's only like if you can do a quick, maybe 4 to 6 week, really aggressive cut, but that's not for most people. So don't 1,000 calorie deficit, don't do that. 500 calorie deficit every day, 5 days, right? Now day 6 and 7 that's the boogeyman. That's the scariest part, right? Day 6 and 7, day 6, Saturday. So one thing you could do, first thing, is track everything. Don't try to kind of say, oh, I've been good all week, and then just kind of go crazy. Track it. Track every single thing you eat, especially on the weekends when you know you've got to eat out. Okay? If there's a little pizza night, okay, have a slice or two. Track it. Or let's say, do this. People say intermittent fasting. Do your intermittent fasting on the weekends. Okay? Don't skip a breakfast. Skip lunch. Now, that doesn't mean you go crazy when the time comes to eat, but it leaves a little extra. So maybe have a light lunch. Skip breakfast, have a light lunch. Maybe stick like under 500 calories for lunch. Get something that's voluminous, that's gonna fill you up. 500 calories. Okay. Now, at the very minimum, if you want to stay in that deficit, you're supposed to eat 1,900 calories. You had 500. You got 1,400 left to eat. Now, what does that mean? Let's say you're at a bar or whatever. You're having a pizza night. Skip the alcohol, the beer, the liquor. It's gonna ruin everything, man. You gotta pick and choose something. You can't eat like an asshole and then drink like an asshole. That's gonna ruin everything. So pick one. Pick your poison. But let's say you want to have a burger. Have the burger. You have 1,400 calories. Fit it in your macros. Maybe don't have the double bacon burger with extra, cheese and onion rings. Okay? Have the burger. Maybe skip the fries. Y'all see how you can make changes? Have the burger, right? Maybe that's 800 calories. Skip the fries. Add in an extra protein. That's going to make you more full. Whether that's, you could have a salad with it. People don't really I don't like salad, so I'm not even going to tell you to do that. But You could have maybe some non-breaded wings. You know, some non-breaded wings with the burger. Okay. Maybe have a little 6-piece wings. That's probably another, what, 600 calories, something like that. So you have a nice burger, skip the fries, eat it with some celery or something. They always give you other options. And then get a little 6-piece wings, non-breaded. Save a little bit of the calories. Now you just had 800 and then another 600. What's that? That's really right where you need to be at. So y'all have to just think a little bit. Just think a little bit, right? Don't OD. Don't go crazy. Because it's not the end of the world if you go out and have a little, indulge a little bit, right? It's really not. Because you have 500 calories for breakfast, 1,400 calories for dinner. Where are you at? 1,900 calories, still in your deficit. You could do that Saturday and Sunday, and you're chilling. But guess what that means? That means you have to skip the liquor. The extra liquor, add another 300, 400 calories to that. Now, boom, you're out of it. Skip the juice. Even if it's not liquor, the juice, the sugary juices, lemonades, get a Diet Coke, get a water. You'll be surprised. Diet soda will fill you up. Get like 3 Diet Cokes, whatever. 0 calories. Okay, so just make little changes like that on your weekends, and you will see a huge difference. It's what I do. I mean, I'm not perfect yet. I'm still working on it, but just that little change alone is the difference between plateauing, staying where you're at, and getting an actual deficit for the week, not for the day, for the week. Just that little change alone. So Friday, I know I'm going out. I know, all right, I'm gonna skip breakfast. I have my meal prepped lunch already. I know it's 500 calories. Okay, and I'm gonna drink like a couple maybe Diet Cokes or a couple Diet Sodas in the day to keep me full. Now I also know when the time comes, I'm gonna make better choices. I'm still gonna eat the burger, 800, 900 calories, whatever it is, and I'm gonna fit it in my macros. That's it. Fit it in your macros. The worst parts of the food, the worst things, the most calorie dense things, for the most part, is gonna be the fries, the onion rings, the stuff that they put in oil. Because at the end of the day, it's very high calorie dense. So if you can avoid the oils if possible, and just stick to the heavy proteins, you're golden. You're good to go. And guess what? Now you got to have your cake and eat it too. Not really cake, because if you have cake, you're a dumbass. Don't be eating cake. Come on. Like, we're not 8 years old. It's not your birthday. You don't need cake. But be for real though, if you just keep in that deficit, stick to low calorie foods during the week, and on those days where you know you're gonna go out, intermittent fast those days. Don't even, like, it literally is not that big a deal. Intermittent fast those days. Maybe skip the breakfast so you can eat a little extra because you know you're gonna go out. That's completely fine. It's not that big a deal. Yeah, you're gonna be a little hungry throughout the day. Have your first meal like 1 p.m. You have your first meal at 1 p.m. In the meantime, drink your coffee, do what you gotta do to get through it, because you know you're gonna have a little bit extra to eat at the end of the night. So intermittent fast, do your thing. Have a couple Diet Sodas, have a coffee, and then you have a nice filling 500 calorie meal for lunch around 1 p.m. And by the time you're going out, it's probably gonna be 6, 7 p.m. You're gonna start getting hungry again, and that's when you order consciously. It's that simple, y'all. That little change is the difference between getting lean and staying fat. It took me a while to learn this, because I trust me, I was in a place where I'm the guy that you see that's like, hey, Yeah, you trying to lose weight? Oh yeah, you still on that diet? Still trying to lose weight? Yeah. Still trying to lose weight? Yeah. Every time people offer me something, I'm like, oh, I can't eat that, I'm trying to lose weight. I'm that guy. Been like that the last 10 years. And it's finally just clicking for me. So, hope this helped y'all. Talk soon.